Ignite from Chino.
Yeah, same here. Will take notice and realize they should move their bench back there. I was saying if you move up around this is one of those matches that you win and win else. They're pretty athletic with sure we have 8. We have 8. 10 is Beeman and 11. Steven, yes. Steven. Yeah, Ryder, Oliver, Corey. Hey, Steven, do we have all 8?
Thank you. All right, here we are, the JVA USA Volleyball West Coast Qualifier. Your Left Coast 13U boys are going to be competing in the 14U division all weekend long. They start off facing a team out of Chino, Ignite Volleyball Club. we don't entirely know how JVA USA Volleyball works, but we believe the winner of this tournament gets a bid for Nationals in Phoenix. This is separate from the AAU Nationals the boys will be competing in already in Orlando. Immediately following the Orlando Nationals, there is a JVA USA Volleyball Nationals in Phoenix. So that's why most of these teams are here. They want to compete in that Nationals. And to do so, they got to come away with a lot of victories here in this tournament. Ignite's going to start off with the serve. Like most of our 3-day tournaments, the first day is pretty much a crapshoot. You're not sure what level of competition you're going to be facing in the first 3 teams you play today. The teams who do the best in these pools will move on to face each other tomorrow, and that's when you'll see competition that's usually a little more evenly matched. So today could be anything, tomorrow should be great games regardless. And then we'll finish on Sunday with an elimination day. All right, your first 6 are out on the court. They'll be on serve receive. You've got Taman hitting outside, Ryder in the middle, Braden hitting oppo. In the back, you've got Steven, Oliver, and CJ setting. Oliver's likely coming off the court for libero. It looks like James is wearing the libero jersey right now. So is Ryan. So we'll see who steps on for Oliver in the back row. Down ref is checking in the players. Looks like we have a USA Volleyball official along with another ref on the left-hand side of your screen down at the scorer's table looking something over. Hopefully it's just some routine stuff. Left Coast doesn't compete in a lot of these JVA USA Volleyball tournaments. We're usually in SoCal Cup and AAU. So we're still waiting for the USA Volleyball official to finish whatever it is he's doing over at the scorer's table now. Oliver steps off, Ryan comes on at libero. And we are still waiting at the scorer's table. Looks like we're good to go. And the referee calls for Ignite's first serve. But we don't have a game ball. Game ball located. Ryan, great pass to CJ. CJ goes outside, Braden, roll shot. Ignite scrambles, they're gonna send a free ball. Here's an opportunity, Ryan to CJ, tight to the net. CJ sets Ryder. Ryder has to float in the air to get his fingertips on that ball, but he does. Ryder with a big block. But it falls on the left coast side of the net. Evan. I'm sorry, Taman, CJ Taman. That shot's deep and out of bounds. Point to left coast. Ryan comes off, James comes on. So it looks like coach will be using Ryan on serve receive, and he'll be using James as a defensive specialist when our team is serving. Out of bounds, point to left coast. Double block is up. Steven gets a secondary touch. Ryder pokes it over. Roll shot. CJ's there, gets it over to James. James sets Steven. Steven roll shots right off the blocker's fingertips for the kill. Area 6 is the call. Deep middle part of the court. That's right where Taman puts it. And that has him out of system, sending a free ball. Here's a chance. Ryder, CJ, sets Braden. Braden, line side seam, kill. Free ball. Braden. Tight to the net. Overpass. Ignite. Throws the overpass down. Ryan's back on serve receive. Steven to CJ. CJ sets Braden. Hitting error by Ignite. Oliver comes on to take over at middle hitter. Ryder's back to serve. Overpass, Oliver's there. Out of bounds, point to left coast. Free ball. Taman to CJ. Steven. Big swing to the corner. In. 5-6 seam, the right deep part of the court. Ace. Foot fault. Ryan comes on again at serve, receive for Ryder. Braden, Ryan. Steven hits it hard off hands. Ignite tries to collect, but it looks like they'll be sending a free ball. Where are they going with it? Oliver, CJ. Back to Oliver on the 3 ball, tips it. Nice placements. Right side substitution. CJ's coming off, Evan's coming on. Braden's coming off. Jay is coming on to set and serve. And we have James on as defensive specialist. Again, you're going to see James come on the court when it's our serve. You're going to see Ryan come on the court in the black jersey when we're on serve receive. Service error. Steven, overpass. Oliver takes that overpass. Jay, back to Oliver, tips. Another overpass, Steven's there, deep corner, too deep. Out of bounds. Ryan, Jay runs it down, puts it up for Evan. Evan, standing roll shot. Ignites out of system. Roll shot. Taman to Jay. Jay sets Steven. Steven splits the block. Nice swing. They keep it alive with a free. Taman again. Jay sets Oliver on the 1 ball. Ignite collects. They send another free. Net violation is called on Ignite. Ace. Taman gets a hand on that. Oliver puts it tight to the net. Jay can't quite peel it off. Oliver taps his chest, so it's my bad. Oliver, Jay runs this one down, way outside the antenna. Timeout called by left coast. No, not a timeout. I missed it. What was the call? Somehow left coast got the point on that play. Oliver serves up an ace. Hitting error. Back row attack, roll shot. Steven to Jay. Outside to Taman, big swing, perfect spot. Timeout called by Ignite. Your front row, you've got Evan hitting oppo, Taman hitting outside, Jack's coming on the court to hit middle. And in the back, you've got Steven, Jay, and Oliver. Jay with a nice diving dig. Point to left coast. Ace. Out of bounds. The official scorers table has us at 17-6 now. So I'm just going to let that point go since it looks like I got ahead by one. Jay. Net violation called on Ignite. Overpass? No, just tight to the net. Ignite sends a free. Taman to Jay. Jay sets Steven for a back row attack, hits it hard off hands for a kill. Ace off the tape, hugging it and crawling over. Timeout called by Ignite. And I'm going to adjust our score here. Somewhere I messed up. The official scorers table has it at 20-6. So I'm going to give Ignite a point here so our board matches the official. Another ace right out of the timeout. I think that means Oliver's dad owes him $10. Service error. I think he has to give that $10 back now. Scoreboard's clearly off. Should be 21-7, right? 22. It is. Scoreboard is off. It looks like they're working on correcting it. The score you see on your screen is the correct one. There we go. Taman to Jay. Jack, roll shot off the tape. Taman to Jay. Jay back sets to Evan. Evan roll shots, middle of the court. Free ball. Steven to Jay. Jay sets Jack. Jack, big swing, hard off hands. Taman's there with the secondary touch. Jay, Evan. Evan to Jay. Steven back row attack. Overpass, Jack to Jay. Taman gets a turn. Taman puts it away. Right side substitutions are happening. Evan comes off, CJ comes on to set and serve. Jay comes off, Braden comes on to hit Oppo. Area 1 is the call, deep left corner of the court. Waiting for the down ref. Down ref looks like he's worried that we might be out of rotation. I don't think we are. Looks like they're happy. They call for CJ serve. Roll shot, Taman's there, CJ feeds Braden. Braden goes over the block. Roll shot, James to CJ. CJ sets Taman, he's off the net. He's got to take a little off, but he goes corner with it. And gets the kill. CJ serving for the first set. Top spin jumper. Gets a hold of it. Ace!
February 1. I love when he does that. You guys that one? Yeah. We gotta get him to do that every time. I don't know yet. It's coming from the checkbook though, not out of my wallet. That's a big one.
right, we got your initial 6 on the court. CJ's going to be starting where he left off, serving. In the front, you're going to have Bradley hitting outside, Jack in the middle, Braden hitting oppo. In the back, you've got Rylan, Ryder, and CJ. Ryder's likely coming off for, it looks like, Ryan. Down refs are still doing something at the scorer's table. I guess they're still checking in players. All right, looks like we have Ryan coming on at libero for Ryder. That would be a switch from last game. Last game, coach had Ryan on serve receive. Right now, Ryan's starting off when we have serve. So maybe he's switching around the James and Ryan roles. And they call for CJ's first serve. Braden to CJ. CJ outside to Bradley. Bradley, nice swing. Kill. Ace. Another good ball. It's a free ball. Rylan, great pass to CJ. CJ sets Braden. Braden, big swing, hard off hands. There's a net. Net violation on Ignite. Yeah, he grabbed a handful of it going up for the block. Jack. Another violation, net violation on Ignite. Area 6 is the call, deep middle part of the court. It's right where CJ puts it. Roll shot, Ryan's there. CJ. Braden. Kill. Another nice ball, has him scrambling again. It's an overpass. Braden to CJ. Outside to Bradley. Corner shot. Ignite collects. Tip. Braden, CJ sets Jack. A little too deep and out of bounds. James is on. CJ sets Bradley. Bradley misses. Ryland, he needs help. Bradley's in the stands. Ryland throws it over. That results in a free ball. Where are they going? Ryland, CJ. Sets outside. Bradley, big swing, powers it through the block and down for the kill. That's going to bring Bradley back to the line. Ryland moves up to hit outside. Scoreboard. Ace. Overpass. Braden to CJ. CJ sets Braden. Braden hits it hard off hands. Ignite, miss hits the ball into the net. Service error, deep and out of bounds. Still some confusion with the official scorers table. That's why you see the scoreboard at home switching back and forth. But it looks like we're matched up with what they have. James, CJ, Ryland, nice swing to the corner. James with the dig, he needs some help. Bradley runs that one down. They're gonna send a free ball. Jack with a block and a secondary touch. Bradley helps out. Ryland tips. Free ball. James to CJ. Who's he going to? Braden down the line. Kill! Ryder takes over at middle hitter, your front row. Ryland hitting outside, Ryder in the middle, Braden hitting oppo. Overpass, Ryder's there with the block. Five, six seam, the right seam is where coach wants this ball. That's where Jack goes. Jack goes area 5. Tip to the middle of the court. And they catch left coast asleep. Service error. Side out to left coast. Where's our setter? Braden's setting, all right. Braden to Ryan to Oliver. Missed. Braden was setting for that one rotation. He's going to come off, and Jay's going to come on. Braden has been serving very well in practice. I think Coach wanted to keep him out there for that. James. Jay runs it down. Outside for Oliver. Oliver goes down the line, but too far to the left. James to Jay. Low. Ryder pokes it over. Ignite cannot collect. Ryland's back to the service line. Bradley moves up to hit outside. Your hitters, Bradley, Ryder, and Oliver hitting off. Ignite scrambling, free ball coming. Ryland to Jay. Outside to Bradley. He gets all of that one. Area 1, deep left corner is where Coach wants it. Ryland gets an ace to the 5-6 seam instead. Area 1 is the call again, deep left corner. That time Ryland hits it. Gets another ace. Timeout called by Ignite. Area 1 is the call again, deep left corner. Ryland hits it and gets another ace, 3 in a row. Service error, deep and out of bounds. Short serve, Ryder, great pass to Jay, sets Oliver. Oliver off fingertips and down for the kill. Jack takes over at middle hitter. Ryder's back to serve. Ace. 1. Ace. Oliver with the dig. Jay sets Oliver. Timeout called by Ignite.
Iron's got to watch his feet.
Ryder's been hitting some excellent serves, getting aces, but he's also flirting with that back line. He did get 1 foot fault earlier in the match. Another ace. Another great serve. They're scrambling again. Here comes a free ball. Nope, out of bounds. Ryder's asking coach if he can do his top spin jumper. Coach says go for it. Let's see what he's got. Just misses the corner. Bradley to Jay. Jay dumps it on 2. Ignite was ready for it, but they're not able to set up a play. CJ and Braden come back on. CJ's grinning ear to ear. I think he's going to try his top spin jumper to see if he can close out 2 sets with it. Coach says, okay, here he goes. Big high toss. Deep and out of bounds. Ignite needs 15 in a row to stay alive. Service error, point to left coast, match to left coast. We're going to reset the equipment, but the boys are going to be playing again immediately against Fresno Heat, so don't wander too far. We'll be back up in about 10 minutes.